Alright, back to my favorite league, but I'm doing the worst. We was about to forfeit this game, but my opponent is doing damn
Wasn't
near
gonna wear
just as
no
bad
dress
as we
until
is, so I
after.
figure we got a chance to
Come on now, don't
unreal
start this fool
dub.
already.
Evan told you he wasn't gonna wear
We
no dress
shall
until they
see.
offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it. I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been up here. Oh, they're in the room. Ready? My way of keeping it's open time. Yeah, you want me to keep hugging my back? By all means, we can talk about anything. On the double. Hut, hut. But don't do it. Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows.
Alright, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Everybody hit the like button and let's get into this. I mean, I found every receipt on the internet pertaining to Cat Williams literally exposing everybody.
Down.
This is even
Ready.
the diss video that Cat Williams talked about that ended
Come on, say.
Steve Harvey's stand-up career. So everybody hit the like
Ready.
button. Everybody come in,
Set,
shout the city out. We about to have some fun. Shout out to Cat Williams. He's going off on everybody. Alright, so let me bring this back. We're gonna run it back and start up.
Evan told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it. I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been up here. Oh, they're in the room.
Set.
It's open time. Yeah, you want me to keep hugging my back? By all means, we can talk about anything. But
Okay, right.
don't do it.
Hut, hut.
Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows.
Ready. Set, go.
The only problem is when he stopped
Here we
stand-up,
go.
he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up
Ready.
Comedy
Hut.
with one Cat Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story
Ready.
where he got so big.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
And can y'all hear what he's saying, or do I need to kind of like tell y'all what he's saying because it's a little low? So say you can hear or you can't really hear, and I can kind of like tell you exactly what he's saying. Make sure y'all can hear.
We ain't gonna
Shout out to
motherfucking
Sacramento,
show this broadcast. This
California.
broadcast
What's
gonna
up,
be private,
Terica?
goddammit.
Los Angeles is in the. All right, turn it up. Okay, so I can't turn it up because you gotta remember this is off somebody's phone. So I'm gonna tell you what he's saying so I can help you out. So here we go.
Lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big.
All right, he says, please give it up for Steve Harvey one time. So he said he don't want no parts of this in no way, form, or fashion. This is a Steve Harvey versus Cat Williams competition that was in, I think, 2009. And he literally burnt Steve Harvey so bad where Steve Harvey literally gave up stand-up comedy. So he said, I don't know why he got all this money, but can't sell no tickets. And talked about a lady in the audience for 15 damn minutes instead of talking about me. Because he's there to talk about Cat Williams, right? But instead of talking mess about Cat Williams in a competition, he'd rather talk about a woman in the audience. That's what he said. So he just said, how you gonna come to a championship bout and start talking about people in the audience? Talk about me, bitch ass nigga. That's what he said. You did. He said you see that nigga had to take off that fake lace front high top wig and come out with a bald head. For those of you who don't know, the Steve Harvey hairline that was big in the 90s or whatever, Steve Harvey had the most perfect hairline ever. And they called it the Steve Harvey shape up or something, right? Come to find out, it was a lace front wig. So not only did Tyler Perry and all these other dudes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on their in-state rivals, the Houston Texans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Check.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And past the 40 before it's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The Texans at 4-8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Here's a 2nd and 7. Delivers another on the Pierce. And he works through. Still going. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Stroud looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They start the drive with Vaughn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. Going down the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That one complete. It's taken down. And down inside the 15, shy of 10. 17 more yards on that as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions a little bit. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Stroud now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You've got a chance to rumble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Lance. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
We got this.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Fuck that up.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards there on the carry, and then they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Working him up. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
No exaggeration, this thing got full. Damn. Wow. Wow, I ain't never rode in a donkey miss skin in my life. Hey, this thing moving, boy. You got some power, boy. This ain't really everything. This ain't really everything? Dang!
About in all your preparation for the game, you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
That was close, fellas. Way too close.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On the ground with ball. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And we'll take a break.
Already. So he bounds back.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a kick out of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, Lance, come on, boy.
Couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've had the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
It ain't like we going to no playoffs, man.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. Tank Dell now to return it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Baby. But better this time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance.
Oh,
Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete as well.
All right, we ready. Let's roll.
Renowned for its powerful body effects, it offers significant relief from chronic aches
Fucked
and
up a
pain,
good drive,
making it a
fellas.
highly sought after.
What was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'll give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
their team so far is a delight for connoisseurs.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry. It'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, they just do that all the way down. The ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. This is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. I've not seen that much today. They lost 4 here. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's on his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down. He was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is right through. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, player. Watch him drive. It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Better than that, fellas.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Good move.
And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, they certainly have their share of trouble in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. On
2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 18. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for Dallas, it's a fourth win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It sounds like we're creating this new grow phase. Like there's flower and then there's like finishing now. Like it's not flush, but it's like finishing.